Hi, today I have 5 new houseplants that I'm gonna name one by one, and they are the houseplants that I really enjoy growing and having here in my home. The first is the Peperomayas, the Hoya, the Calathea, and the Tradescantia. The first one is the Peperomaya or the radiator plant, the Peperomaya asperola, or the taco plant, because it does look like a taco. The folded leaves look like a folded taco. It's really cool. It always entices me to have taco, to eat taco, because it does really look like a taco. And now it's growing like a mini tree. And it has like a very thick leaves as well, really thick and juicy. So this is the Peperomaya asperola. The second one, I have been eyeing for this for quite a while, but I couldn't get one that is in reasonable price. So finally I got one in a small plant. I like buying plants in cuttings and seedlings because they are cheaper, and I love to see my plants growing. So I wanna I wanna see them, because it's quite an achievement to see them grow, and also to learn from these types of plants, because from having them in a small tiny plant and having them grow through your care, you learn from it what they like and what they don't like. So that's why I like getting those cuttings and seedlings. So this is just a juvenile plant, a wee tiny plant called the Peperomaya Hope. It has a round shaped leaves with quite dark green in color. And then it has these tiny lines, that like folded lines in its leaves, that gives or add like a design on its leaves. It's really simple, but those lines give it like a design on the leaves, which is make it different and unique. And it also has these compact and thick leaves, just most Peperomaya are, just like most of the Peperomayas. And it's also a trailing plant, and I can't wait for it to grow so many leaves and to trail, so I can put it in a hanging basket and having those little tiny round leaves, hanging in the windowsill. Then the second type of plant that I also love growing are the Hoya, or what other known as the wax plant or the wax flower plant, because of its waxy texture of leaves and waxy texture of flower as well. So they are the wax plant. This is called the Hoya carnosa crimson princess. Oh no, Hoya carnosa crimson queen. I have already the crimson princess, and this one is the queen. It's almost the same as the crimson princess, but it has like a green stem, and also quite elongated leaves. But it has the same white variegation in its leaves. And also, like if you look close by, it has like a nerves. Is that a nerves? in its plant. Really pretty. I got it in a rooted cutting, so it has 3 leaves. So far it's acclimating. So far it's trying to get used to the temperature here at home. I just got it about 2 weeks ago, so far it's looking good and thriving, and quite content here. So Hoya, another Hoya. This is my I think the 6th Hoya that I have here. So I'm happy. I have one more Hoya. Then the next one that I also really love, and I think everyone knows about it because I do love all of the Calathea because it has a very attractive leaves. So this is another type of Calathea, or the prayer plant, because in the nighttime they tend to fold, and then in the morning they tend to open. So or other also name this type of plants are the dancing plants because they move. You know, this sort of dance. This one is still a juvenile plant too, a wee tiny one. It's called Calathea compacta. It has a magenta type of color underneath, and then look at the detail of the detail and the design of its leaves. It's really pretty. I said it before, Calathea has the most beautiful and attractive leaves design. This one almost the same as the design as the orbifolia and the zebrina, but the shape of the leaves is quite oblong, and then really nice dark green and silvery green put together, which makes it perfect. Really perfect leaves, as you can see. Really beautiful. Then of course a Tradescantia. I lost count of how many Tradescantia I have already because I have so many of them. I love growing Tradescantia, or the Wandering Jew, because they are low maintenance, they are very pretty, easy to propagate, and they just really fast grower. They grow so well, you know. So this is another one that I have, and as I said, I have been eyeing and looking for a good reasonable price of this type of plant, but finally I got one. It's still tiny, but I know in a few months it will grow so fast. I actually took 2 cuttings and propagated it in water because I want to grow so many of these type of plants. As you can see, she is really pretty in pink. So this is called the Tradescantia Nanok, or the Tradescantia sweetness. Well, really the leaves and this, as you can see, this plant looks really sweet. Because of its pinkish color variegation in its leaves, and as you can see, the Tradescantias commonly known in their quite purplish and pinkish underneath color in their leaves. And it's really different as well from my other Tradescantia, because when I touched these leaves I thought it's like thin, but this one is really thick, almost the same texture as the Peperomaya. So I believe this type of plant might survive in a bit dry soil, because look, it's quite thick in leaves. But as you can see, in each leaf it has a different design, you know, quite unique. And it's really pink, really pretty. Yeah, it's really pretty. I'm gonna have a lot of cuttings. Here I took one. I'm gonna have a lot of cuttings from this plant because I want to have plenty of this. pink, white, and green plant. So this is the Tradescantia Nanok, and these are 5 of my new plants that I am really excited to have and really looking forward to see how it grows and how it will do well in my home. I just hope they won't die on me. So bye, thank you for listening.